No es ella.
Sí, ya viene ready.
I got somebody that can take care of my roses.
Yes, I have great news. So I did speak with one of our business associates, and he has a lot more experience with that department. So I actually have him on the line here. His name's Darwin, and he can go ahead and brief you on more information regarding what you need. So Darwin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect. This is Miss Susan, and she is interested in getting her roses taken care of.
Hey, Susan, how you doing?
Your name is Darwin?
Yeah, like the scientist. Easy to remember, huh?
Okay. I just want to make sure I get it right.
Yeah, no worries. So yes, Valeria was telling me about getting your roses done. Are we looking at a weekly service or a bi-weekly service? How often would you like them to be watered?
Well, they get watered because we have sprinkler system, an irrigation system.
Okay, cool. So what you're looking for, it's more like,
They need to be deadheaded is what they need.
got it. Deadheaded. See, because Valeria, you sent me that video yesterday that there's some dead ones, right? And we,
No, there's flowers that are spent that are starting to, that the petals fall off because that's what happens after they bloom. And then
yeah,
you have to deadhead them. You have to clip back off the places where the blooms have fallen off.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, cool. What we do with gardens like that is that we use a plant food. It's called plant stem. It's pretty much distributed in the water. It's not a fertilizer. It's like it acts like a fertilizer, but it's plant food. So it's not chemical, it's organic, so it helps the earth pretty much, and it doesn't affect your ground, and it gets everything back up pretty quickly, in terms of quality. In service, are you looking to get that done like weekly or once a month? How often would you like to have somebody over?
That's the point. As I say, what they need is they're blooming like crazy right now. So I don't know whether they really need fertilizer or anything, but at some point in time they might. That's true.
Yeah.
Or plant food or whatever.
Plant food. A fertilizer is very strong and can only be used once. Plant food should always be used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two different things, but they have the same effect.
Yeah. They could, these things bloom like crazy. They're a hardy plant. They even grow up north.
Got it.
And, they're, as I say, they love this kind of weather. When it starts getting real hot, why then, I don't know whether they aren't as happy or whatever, but they still keep doing some blooming. But they do need to be when when some flowers are spent for the petals fall off, why that would be. I guess they call that deadheading.
Yeah.
And they could use that right now because they've been blooming like crazy for over a month.
Yeah.
And we're starting to have some flowers that are spent. Now, how often, if that's done regularly, that needs to be done?
It's typically it's usually it's every season, every 3 to 4 months that happens.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
They could use it at this point in time.
Makes sense.
The thing is, then they'll start getting hips.
Uh-huh.
And you got to leave those alone because they have hips on them all winter, and that's why I guess that's how the plant stores its own plant food or something like that. From what I read on Google, I'm not a gardener.
Yeah. No, you're good. I mean, it's a yeah, it's an adaptation pretty much. I mean, what I'm thinking is that maybe we can send somebody over in a weekly basis. So that way it's not just the plant food or whatever it needs. It's like everything it needs by the time, like in a weekly basis, that person can feed it off or either cut it off or whatever like a maintenance kind of service.
Yeah, whether they need to come every week or not, I mean, they could come check it out and say, okay, it looks fine this week. I don't have to do anything.
Got it.
Or maybe every other week or something like that.
Yeah, I think every other week will work best because you also gotta give the plant some space in which it can grow. Either grow out or grow back, so we can see kind of like the patterns where the plants are going. I think we can start on a bi-weekly service. The price pretty much looks like this. Have you ever done any kind of service like this before? Or it's the first time?
Well, we mows the lawn and we have, the exterminator people that fertilize periodically and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay.
We just put these roses in a couple of years ago, a couple or 3 years ago. And initially they were small, so they didn't look too bad, but they need help at this point. And I tried doing it last year, but we're both retired and my knees are bad and I can't walk down there and do it. So.
Yeah. No, makes sense. I mean, we're all going there. I'm 26 right now. I'm halfway 50, I feel, which I am. So look, on a bi-weekly basis, including everything, plant food, and also like cutting things off and stuff, we'll be at 89. That's it. That would include taxes, fees, and everything else. Typically a service like that is usually priced at $100 a visit, but we'll give it to you for 89.
And that's per month or per week or?
Bi-weekly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that includes everything, in terms of like the cutting off, the plant food that's gonna be fed, everything every 2 weeks. And if by any chance, let's say we come to, let's say 2 weeks went by and the plants look fine, we can always just water it and we can always alter the price for you. But as far as now, we can start with that and get something going. Now, the crew is typically busy, but we're there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. What time seems to work best for you?
I mean, the other issue that I've got right now is that we are leaving on vacation next Tuesday and we're gonna be gone for a month.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, our garage will be locked, our water will be shut off. Well, the inside house water will shut, the irrigation still runs.
Okay. Is
no
there,
access to the garage or anything like that until after the middle of June.
I got you.
That's the-
The question, because I live in Texas, so I don't know if it's the same, but for us, like there's like at least 2 water hoses per house that are outside the house. Do you guys have that? Because we can always bring like what is it called? A water hose.
Outside use water. Now, when we're gone, there is no water outside. The water shuts off and you can't use a hose. That's the problem.
Okay, cool. Well, what we can do if you want to get started, cool. There's what time do you have the sprinklers on for? What time do you have it scheduled for?
Sprinklers go off, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, something like, well, the sprinklers for the flower bed, that zone goes off every day, like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And, it runs for like 10 minutes or something like that, because it's just covering the flower beds.
Okay, got you.
So that one goes every day, whereas the ones that cover the lawn only go twice a week.
Okay, makes sense. Interesting.
To do as far as water conservation in this area.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like the HOA kind of deal. In Texas, we have that too, because we do window cleanings, and sometimes we gotta bring a tank with water.
Yeah.
Because some areas it's just.
The counties around here control when you're allowed to, and you see, the thing is that the irrigation is reclaimed water. So we have, so we have 2 different kinds, we have all sorts of pipes. So that's why I said the hoses, I guess I had to ask my husband, because they're the in-house water, and we shut that one off when we're gone, so we don't flood the house.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Look, what we can do is that when are you gonna be gone? Tuesday next week?
Yep.
Okay, this is what we can do. We can do a service before you leave, which can be Monday or during the weekend. And then it's gonna be 2 weeks, so it's gonna fall at the end of the other service. The next service will fall off the first week of June. So on that one, we'll figure out something with a tank. We'll bring our own water. and then the plant food as well, because in the first service, we gotta cut off all the dead thing. And then we would really not need a bunch of water for the second one. But we can bring a tank and use that. And then for the next service, you're already gonna be home. So pretty much we're
Yeah.
only gonna have,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you're good. And pretty much off of the services that we will do starting this weekend, you will only be outside the house for one. So, and that's easy to solve. We just gotta bring a tank of water. Cool.
Okay, yeah.
All right, awesome. So,
You know, over the weekend would be fine.
yeah. Ball, how's our schedule there? What day and time will work for us? Valeria?
Hello?
Yeah, yes. Let me see, for next week?
Yes,
This
No, this weekend. or Monday?
This weekend or Monday, do afternoons work well for you on the weekend?
Let me see, Monday's crazy.
How about Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday would be better.
Okay,
Okay,
so Saturday, we can do at around 3:30 PM
That would be,
or 3:30 PM on Saturday would work?
or what else were you gonna say?
Oh, actually, here, give me 1 second. Yeah, so we can do either 3:30 or 4,
Yeah,
or,
That would be fine.
okay,
cool.
yeah, so let's go ahead, let's lock in 4 PM.
Okay.
All right, awesome. I have it on my schedule too, Saturday at 4 PM. Question.
Now who's coming? Is it you, Val, or is it you and somebody else, or?
It will be Ball and somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the first step will be just like cutting off the dead stuff and then plant a little bit of plant food for them to be feed off. And then in the second service, we'll assess how the situation goes after 2 weeks, you know. But cool. Awesome. We'll keep you updated on everything. Is there any questions you got for us?
I think, this number I called, is this your cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Feel free to say that, yep.
Okay,
Cool.
okay, well then we will see you Saturday at 4.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
Thank
Have a
you
great
so much.
evening. We'll see you on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Ball? Valeria? Valeria, you still on the call?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got our first client in Florida. Let's go.